Here's a little story time. So I once worked at this luxury retirement community, and I worked for cooking, but then I transferred and went over to special projects. Um, Now, special projects they can request for us to do anything from cleaning their carpet to like getting gum off their seat if they wanted it. But this particular day, I think I was there to put together like electric fireplace or something like that. Now, a little backstory. I'm albino. I have been my whole entire life. And it kind of trips me out to, I won't say ignorant, but how uneducated people are about albinism. So, get into that about a different story. But I just had to give you a little context to this story. So I get there and, I'm working. She's very nice, very pleasant lady. I won't say what race she is because I really don't think it matters. But she's very nice. She's very pleasant. Uh, I notice that she's just like staring at me. And you know how when somebody's like staring at you and you can tell they want to say something or ask you something, but they going back and forth with it. I could literally see like the gears in her hair changing. um, so it takes me probably about 30 minutes to put this fireplace together. In the meantime, she's talking to me. She's just asking just asking random questions, where I'm from and stuff like that. Uh, so towards the end, get the fireplace put together for her, and I'm getting ready to leave. And I'm getting ready to leave, and she hands me like a $50 tip. And I'm like, okay, cool. And she's like, do you mind if I ask you something? And I was like, sure, no problem. She was like, what are you? I stopped for a minute and I contemplated my response because on one hand it made no sense to me to ask like what am I, like I'm human, what the hell are you? But on the other hand it's like I have to take into account that a lot of people don't realize with what albinoism is. They have horrible misconceptions of what being albino is and how that comes to be. So back to the story. I contemplate that in my mind, and I'm like, well, what do you mean? And she proceeds to say, well, I don't think you're fully white. I know you're not black because your hair is curly, and the way that you talk proper. I was in shock. I didn't let her see that, but I was just like, what? Um, and I gathered my thoughts again. I was like, wow. I was like, wow. But as I said, I do understand that a lot of people don't understand what albinoism, is. So I just pretty much told her, I was just like, well, I am black. My parents are black. I said, I mean, I went to college and I was raised very well, so I do know, how to talk and present myself. Um, I said my hair is curly because it's just naturally curly, and she was like taken back. She was astonished. She was like, if it she just couldn't believe it. She was like, well, I hope I didn't offend you. And I was just like, no, I'm actually glad that you asked. And instead of just wondering, I guess. And so yeah, and I told her I was albino, and she was cool. And how, like I said, is bless her heart. But it was, I have many stories like that. But follow, like, and subscribe for more stories. Thank you guys for listening.